Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into what is honestly the most dangerous misconception you carry around in your pocket every single day. We trust this sleek, very real piece of glass and metal with our entire lives, right? But beneath that polished, physical surface, there is a tracking apparatus that is way more pervasive than most of us ever realize. We're going to break down exactly how this whole thing works.
So, let's talk about a modern myth most of us buy into. It's this comforting idea that just toggling location services off on your screen actually protects your privacy. Well, the undeniable reality is your phone is tracking you every single second of the day. It literally doesn't matter if you flip a software switch, the actual physical tracking mechanisms inside the device are entirely separate from that little illusion of control.
Section 1. The unchangeable identifier.
The foundational piece of this whole puzzle is the IMEI number. Now, this isn't just some temporary cookie in a web browser. Every single phone has an IMEI number, and it acts as a permanent, totally unchangeable digital fingerprint. Think of it like a serial number that is physically, permanently soldered right into your device's circuitry. You can't change it, you can't delete it. As long as that physical hardware is intact, that identifier is there for good.
So, here's how this automatic handshake actually plays out in the real world. Step 1. Your phone passively looks for a connection. Step 2, it finds these massive, physical cell towers in your environment. And this happens automatically, guys, whether you're actively swiping on your screen or it's just sitting quietly in your pocket. When it connects, that physical cell tower instantly logs your permanent IMEI number. And finally, step 3, your carrier stores the exact time and your approximate physical location. They're maintaining a complete, unbroken record of your life going back years.
Section 2. Hidden sensors always running. Inside your phone is a highly sensitive array of physical hardware sensors that literally never sleep. You've got accelerometers and gyroscopes constantly measuring your movement and speed. You have barometers actively calculating your exact physical elevation, and magnetometers figuring out your orientation in space. All of these physical sensors are always running, quietly gathering raw data in the background. And when you combine all that data, it accurately deduces if you're walking, driving down the highway, just sitting at your desk, or even sleeping. But hey, the hardware is really only half the story, right? The software plays its own relentless role. If you have ever, and I mean even just once, granted an app permission to access your microphone, your camera, your personal contacts, or your local storage, well, that app is collecting data on you. And here's the kicker. They collect and sell this data to third-party data brokers whether you are actively using the app or not. It's just humming along in the background, constantly monetizing the physical reality of your everyday life.
Section 3. Silent network fingerprinting.
As you physically walk through the real world, your device's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth radios are constantly scanning the environment around you. Your Wi-Fi is looking for nearby networks even when you aren't connected to a single one. And why does this matter? Because the specific pattern of networks your phone detects creates a fingerprint of your exact physical location, which is actually often way more accurate than traditional GPS. Meanwhile, your Bluetooth is silently scanning for other nearby devices, building a meticulous record of exactly who and what was physically near you at any given moment.
Section 4. The ultimate data profile. So what actually happens to all of this ambient network scanning and that persistent cell tower data? Well, it all gets funneled into the ultimate data profile. Major tech companies aggregate this massive, never-ending stream of data to map out your daily routines. They map out your personal relationships based entirely on who your phone is physically near. They figure out your political views, they catalog your health concerns, and they can even accurately deduce your financial situation.
To really ground this in reality for a second, just visualize massive, physical, humming server racks sitting in some cold data center. Those servers hold a profile on you that is far more detailed and accurate than anything an intelligence agency like the CIA could have possibly assembled on a high-value target just 20 years ago. Let that sink in. The sheer volume and precision of the data your phone passively collects is completely unprecedented in human history.
And what's the fate of this ultimate profile? First, it's immediately and aggressively monetized, sold off to advertisers so they can hyper-target you. Second, it's frequently handed right over to governments upon request. And finally, it's stored indefinitely on physical server racks that you, the person who actually generated all this data, will literally never have access to. Your entire digital and physical life is just boxed up and owned by someone else.
Section 5. The tracker you paid for. We've looked at the hardware, the networks, and the data profiles. But you know what the most chilling part of this entire reality is? It's not just the sophisticated tracking infrastructure itself. It's the fact that you paid for the device. You literally paid a premium price for the physical hardware that does this to you. You voluntarily carry this tracker in your pocket everywhere you go, and you actively choose to sleep with it resting on the nightstand right next to your bed every single night of your life.
I want to leave you with this final provocative thought as we wrap up this explainer. If you would never, under any circumstances, allow a literal physical human spy into your bedroom, why do you so willingly invite your phone? The data is clear. The physical hardware is very real, and the tracking is absolutely constant. The illusion of privacy has totally been shattered. So the question now is, what are you going to do with that reality? Thanks for tuning into this explainer, and always keep questioning the technology you trust.